Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Thursday, July 17. Tease exciting work ahead, couple clashes, and Rocco falconery, Finn Carr, has a secret meeting. Professor Henry Dalton, Daniel Goddard, has exciting work ahead, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Heavens, and Dante Falconery, Dominic Zamprogna, clash, and Rocco has a secret meeting. Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, is getting impatient and angry as she warns someone. You have to drop this now. It looks like she's in the same room with Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, in the next scene. One could think by Felicia's demeanor that perhaps she was scolding her grandson James West, Gary James Fuller, rather than talking to her old friend. Anna has seemed obsessed with finding out who Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, is and what he's doing, even though he made up with Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. Anna was supremely perturbed and was determined to get to the bottom of Vaughn's apparent interest in Emma Scorpio Drake. Braiding Bruner, perhaps that's what Felicia wants her to drop. However, Anna persists and says she has a favor to ask, and her persistence pays off as she hits the nail on the head. She has suspected a connection between Dalton and Emma's transferring to the same school at the same time, and Vaughn also being part of the mystery. It sounds like she's found that connection, and perhaps she's trying to convince Felicia to do a little PI work to confirm it as well. She may have, or may soon, also discover how Jocelyn ties into the scheme, and perhaps discover her WSB ties. In the meantime, Dalton is with Jocelyn, telling her the exciting work is going to start soon. Does this mean Jocelyn finally gets into his lab? Jocelyn will spring to action, probably gathering evidence on the sly every chance that she gets. It's vital that she finds out what the secret work he's been doing is, because he's left no trace on his phone or computer. The only thing Jack Brennan, Chris Alvakenna, was able to determine is Dalton must have a courier. Perhaps she sees the courier and gets to digging. In the meantime, Lulu and Dante clash, and Lulu has an apparent challenge for Dante. She seems rather frustrated, swinging her arms as she says, "Do that, and you might have a chance of getting your son back." Is she talking about Rocco, or is she talking about Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza? It seems she must be talking about Rocco, who's apparently still frustrated over the whole surrogate mother situation, since Dante never had Gio to begin with. What is it that she thinks Dante can do that will bring Rocco back? In the meantime, Rocco is sitting at what appears to be our restaurant table, obviously having extended someone an invitation. He's pleasantly surprised as he tells his guest, "You came." Previously, he had tracked down Liesl Obrecht, Kathleen Getty, online and sent her an email talking about Britt Westburn, Kelly Thibaud, being his surrogate mother. Liesl hasn't seen Rocco since he was a little kid, and that probably just as chance sightings. She should be able to answer any questions the former baby Ben has about Britt. In the meantime, Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, Daisy Gilmore, Levy Clark Coughlin, and Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, are on their way to Sasha's destination in a plane. Sasha and Jason apparently have a deep and philosophical conversation, with her asking him a question. She asks Jason if he has ever stopped to think about what he wants. Jason seems to be everyone else's go-to guy these days to help them get what they want, so Sasha's question is an honest one. Has Jason ever stopped to think about what he wants? General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, July 17. Tease intense emotions, secret plans, and dramatic standoffs as Port Charles faces another turbulent day. While some characters are gearing up for thrilling opportunities, others are spiraling into emotional chaos. Expect secrets, betrayals, and a surprising confession from an unexpected source that could shake several relationships to the core. Over at General Hospital, Elizabeth Weber is buzzing with excitement over a new career opportunity. After years of dedication, her loyalty and expertise are finally being recognized. Word is circulating that she may be tapped to lead a special hospital task force focused on trauma care reform. And though she hasn't received the official offer yet, her growing enthusiasm is hard to miss. Finn notices Elizabeth's glow and presses her for answers, but she's hesitant to get ahead of herself. She knows that in Port Charles, even the best-laid plans can unravel in a flash. Elsewhere, Sasha Gilmore and Cody Bell face a different kind of work-related challenge, balancing professional commitments with growing personal tension. Though their romance once felt effortless, the stress of their daily lives is starting to chip away at their connection. A heated exchange at the Metro Court leaves Sasha questioning whether Cody still sees her as a priority, especially after he misses an important meeting with her PR team without explanation. Cody tries to smooth things over, insisting he was helping Mac with a last-minute emergency, but Sasha's expression says it all. She's not sure how many more excuses she can take. Meanwhile, Anna Devane takes the next step in rebuilding the WSB task force after recent scandals rocked the agency's integrity. She holds a meeting with a new recruit whose identity remains under wraps, but teasers suggest the mysterious addition could be someone viewers know from another part of town, someone with their own motives for joining forces with Anna. Valentin Cassadine is noticeably tense when he hears about the new agent. His secrets are starting to weigh heavily, and Anna's increasing confidence could be a major problem for him if she digs too deeply. Across town, Michael Corinthos finds himself in a complicated situation when Willow expresses serious concerns about his recent behavior. She confronts him about his business dealings with Drew, insisting she sees him slipping back into the morally gray mindset he once tried so hard to leave behind. Michael deflects, claiming everything he's doing is for their family's protection, but Willow doesn't buy it. Their argument escalates when she mentions Sonny's name, suggesting Michael's obsession with taking down his father is clouding his judgment. Michael's reaction is swift and defensive, but in the silence that follows, both realize they may have reached an uncomfortable turning point. This conversation might be the beginning of a painful reckoning for the couple, especially if Michael continues to blur the line between corporate revenge and personal vendettas. At the Quartermain mansion, Brooke Lynn has her hands full dealing with the frustrated Lois Cerullo, who's still fuming over a secret Brooke Lynn has been keeping. Lois suspects her daughter is hiding something involving Gio, and though Brooke Lynn tries to reassure her that everything is fine, her evasive answers only fuel Lois's suspicions. Later, Brooke Lynn is seen placing a phone call to Gio, warning him not to say anything to his grandmother. It seems whatever Brooke Lynn is hiding could cause a serious rift within the family, especially if Lois finds out her instincts were right all along. Meanwhile, Gio meets up with Rocco Falconeri in the park, and what starts as a friendly chat quickly turns into something more mysterious. Rocco appears agitated and keeps glancing over his shoulder, as if worried someone is watching them. He finally blurts out that he's discovered something shocking, something about his family that he's not supposed to know. Gio tries to calm him down and urges him to go to Dante with the information, but Rocco resists. He's afraid the truth will only cause more pain. What exactly Rocco knows remains a mystery for now, but it's clear he's carrying a burden that could dramatically alter the Falconeri family dynamic. Back at the hospital, TJ Ashford finds himself caught in the crossfire between Molly Lansing Davis and Christina Corinthos Davis. The sisters are clashing again, this time over parenting philosophies and what's best for baby Jude. Molly is becoming increasingly controlling, wanting to dictate every aspect of Jude's routine, while Christina is growing resentful and hurt. TJ tries to be the peacemaker, but when Molly accuses Christina of being reckless and immature, Christina storms out in tears. Left alone with TJ, Molly demands he take her side, but he hesitates. His silence speaks volumes and hints at deeper cracks in his relationship with Molly. With his patience wearing thin, TJ may soon find himself re-evaluating whether this partnership is still the future he wants. At Sonny Corinthos' penthouse, Ava Jerome drops in unannounced with urgent news. She claims she's being followed again and fears that whoever is watching her may be tied to Sunny's enemies. Though Sunny initially suspects she's exaggerating, a tense moment later in the episode changes everything. Dex, on high alert, catches a glimpse of someone lurking in the shadows outside the penthouse. Sunny orders extra security immediately, but Ava's shaken demeanor makes it clear that this threat is more personal than professional. She tells Sunny there's something else he needs to know, something that might explain why she's being targeted. But whether she confesses the full truth remains to be seen. Across Port Charles, Jocelyn Jacks is dealing with her own dilemma. Her connection with Adam continues to grow, but she's plagued by guilt over how things ended with Dex. Jocelyn doesn't say much, but after their interaction, she seems deeply conflicted. Is her new romance just a distraction, or is she genuinely trying to let go of her past with Dex? Meanwhile, Troyna Robinson is focused on helping Spencer Casadine, who's been distant since his return to Port Charles. Though Troyna is thrilled to have him back, she senses something is off. Spencer claims he's just adjusting to being home again, but his cold demeanor suggests otherwise. When Trina presses him for answers, he changes the subject and storms off, leaving Trina feeling helpless. Later, Spencer is seen meeting someone in a dimly lit corridor near the docks. The conversation is cryptic, but one phrase stands out. It's not over until we say it is. Whatever Spencer is involved in, it may threaten everything he's tried to rebuild with Trina. Over at Charlie's pub, Nina Reeves overhears something that rattles her, a conversation between Olivia and Ned in which they mention Carly's recent activity at the Metro Court. Nina jumps to conclusions, believing Carly may be trying to sabotage Crimson behind her back. Enraged, Nina confronts Carly, but Carly remains cool and unbothered. She accuses Nina of being paranoid and insists she's too busy dealing with her own drama to worry about a magazine. Nina leaves furious, unaware that Carly might actually have something brewing. Later in the episode, Carly is seen meeting with a high-powered media executive, hinting that her next business move may bring her right back into Nina's territory, whether Nina likes it or not. As day turns to night, a cryptic scene plays out involving Laura Collins and Kevin Collins. They receive a mysterious package on their doorstep. No return address, no explanation. Inside is an old photograph with the date 1995 scribbled on the back, and Laura instantly pales. She tells Kevin the photo is connected to a time in her life she thought was buried forever. Kevin urges her to explain, but Laura isn't ready to open that door just yet. Whatever secrets the photo holds, they clearly haunt her, and the timing of its arrival suggests that someone out there hasn't forgotten. And in a final, eerie moment before the credits roll, Rocco returns home and locks himself in his room. He pulls out a small notebook and flips through pages filled with drawings, names, and what appears to be surveillance sketches. One name is underlined multiple times: Charlotte. Is Rocco spying on his sister? Protecting her? Or planning something much darker? Whatever the answer, the Falconary household may be sitting on a ticking time bomb. Thursday's episode is full of hidden truths, shifting alliances, and emotional tipping points. With tensions running high across every family and faction in Port Charles, the stage is set for major fallout in the days ahead. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.